It's another week, it's another show. It's Marc, it's Bryon. We're here to talk about all things going on in the world of nerd and so much more. As always, we start the show off with, how you doing, Bryon? How's things? How's life with you?
Marc, very good. We just recorded our 700th episodes in the can.
Yes.
It's going to be out next week.
Yes, it'll be out next week. We recorded the outro to our experience that we had for the 700th episode.
Yeah, I can't wait.
We'll be talking about that at the end of the show. That'll be our big topic for today, promoting that.
Yeah.
Talking about that, but we have a lot more stuff to cover. A lot of news in the world.
A lot of things happen this
A lot of things
week.
going on. Bryon has some Hulu news that I don't know anything about yet, so I'm sure he'll hit me with it, and I'll be really aggravated about it.
We got some WWE stuff to talk about.
Yes.
They had their big week.
Yes.
Emmy winners, of course. We'll go over that briefly.
Yes.
I finished a couple of shows to talk about that.
Nice.
Before we move on, got some housekeeping. I know you love the housekeeping.
Oh, I love talking about stuff that we could have talked about off the air, but let's talk about it now.
No, we have some promotions. My friend.
Okay, all right. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like we're going to do this next week, and then now next week we're going to do that. I hate when you do that on the show.
All right, here we go.
What this show is for.
East of the River Comic and Toy Show, October 27th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Yes.
American Legion Hall, 566 Enfield Street, Enfield, Connecticut. This is going to be 2 floors of goodness. You can get in at 9 a.m. for $3 for
Halloween
early bird.
weekend.
Yeah, it's leading up to Halloween.
Yeah, the weekend of Halloween.
Halloween's Thursday.
Yeah.
Should be a great show. I've been promoting it like crazy. I'm actually going to be dropping flyers off at the Big E.
Oh boy. Oh man. Oh man.
You're the Big E Connecticut house. Here I come.
Oh boy.
But like, man, it's going to be a good show. I hope a lot of people come out. Yeah, should be a good time.
Speaking of the Connecticut house, really quickly before you jump on to the next thing, because this correlates time-wise, September 25th and 26th, the Connecticut Trauma Museum is going to have a booth in the Connecticut building.
Oh, wow.
For those 2 days. They will be promoting, of course, Winterfest, which is coming up in the end of the year for all the Christmas lights and everything. But the other thing they'll be promoting is their new Halloween event, Curse of the Rails.
Yeah, you were talking about that a couple weeks ago.
That will be launching at the end of this month. They'll be launching that, and that'll go through Halloween, that weekend of Halloween. It's a paranormal investigation experience you'll be doing at the museum and then on the trolley ride and a whole thing. It's going to be a whole new thing. That's going to be...
Maybe I'll have to check it out.
Quite impressive from what I understand.
Nice.
I'm hoping tomorrow night when we have our board meeting, we might get a preview of it. We did last year right before.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get a little preview. I'll talk about it next week.
Nice.
Little preview
of the preview
of Curse of the Rails.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Also, I got a phone call. So yesterday I decided to sell at Mansfield again. 2 weeks in a row.
Wow.
I was just like, why not? I need extra
money. What else you got going on?
Yeah, I would like a weekend to do nothing, but yeah, I guess I'll do this. But
you love it.
I do. I get a phone call from our buddy Andrew, who does the Comic and Toy Convention.
Yes, in Manchester.
And he says to me, Bryon,
are you sitting down?
Yeah.
Yes. Are you pooping?
Because you're going to be after.
Because you're going to be doing after I tell you this.
You're going to poop your pants.
You're going to poop your pants.
He says, we're going to go to 5 p.m.
Whoa.
And I'm like, 5 p.m.?
Whoa.
I'm like, okay. And then he goes, and I got 2 big guest stars from Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
And I said, really? And he goes, yes. And we're going to do photos, autographs, and we're going to have a photo session, a photo area for the cosplayers.
Oh,
and
man.
I'm like, he's like, we're doing it.
We're doing it big.
And I'm like, I'm all in, baby. I'm all in, baby. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So he made the announcement this morning, last night, I should say. Manchester Comic and Toy Convention, Sunday, November 17th.
The big guest, Matt Ryan's going to be there, everybody.
Matt Ryan is the biggest guest they've ever gotten.
I saw the poster, and I'm like, man, I think it's the biggest thing Matt Ryan's been a part of in a long time.
He's right in the middle.
He's right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
I think Mortal Kombat. I think Matt Ryan.
At the Army Navy Club. It does say 10 to 4 p.m. I was told 5 p.m., but we'll see what's going on with that. Admission's still $5 to get in.
Yes.
Kids under 10 are free. But here are our guests, my friend. Anthony Marquez.
Yes.
From Mortal Kombat 2, Ultimate MK, and the MK Trilogy. He played Kung Lao.
Yes.
In the video games.
In the video game, he was the voice.
Master Daniel Pesina? Pesina?
Let me see.
Am I going to pronounce his last name right?
Oh, that's very small type.
Master
Pesina.
Pesina.
I'm thinking that's what it is.
From Mortal Kombat 1 and 2, he played Johnny Cage,
The
Scorpion, and more.
This the movies or the video games?
Video games.
So he was the motion capture.
Yes, he was the actor. Because those games were motion captured. So
I understand that.
Those are the people.
Okay.
And they did multiple characters, most of them, too.
Yes, they
Yes.
would just put on a new costume and they're a new guy.
Well, they would just put the dots. And it's not like they have a costume on.
No,
they wore
no.
costumes.
No, it was all motion,
It was
like
all
video.
motion capture.
Oh, that kind of.
No, it wasn't motion capture. It was actual like video
Film capture.
capture.
Gotcha.
So the guy like
So this
going
is the
like this.
original games,
Yes.
not the new games.
Yeah,
No.
this
Okay.
the video
That's
games.
That's what I got.
They
confused.
actually had real people go in front of a blue
Yes,
screen
that makes
and
more
they
sense.
filmed
Yeah,
them.
I remember
and
Right.
that.
They
Now.
were
Yeah,
in
then
the
they
video.
just
Yeah.
replaced the face with like a cartoony face.
No, it was all them.
It's all them.
It's all them.
Okay.
Like Mark, this whole thing of
Yeah,
it's all live
gotcha.
film that they imported and
I
digitized.
understand that. I'm
Yeah,
just,
Mortal Kombat at the time, you didn't see anything
So
like
this is the
it.
arcade game,
Yes.
not the game that's out now.
No.
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 Yeah.
For.
And then the arcade game
Gotcha.
became the video game.
Yes.
And they did the same thing for like the first 3
All the
games?
original games were captured by real actors
Yes.
or whatever, and then now that's all
Motion
CG.
capture.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
CG.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all animated.
Yeah.
Also, the biggest guest they got, Matt C. Ryan, creator
C.
of
Ryan.
Brenda and Bad Elf.
He is. He doesn't create Bad Elf, but he works for Bad Elf.
This is creator of Brenda and Bad Elf.
Well, that's incorrect. He's not the creator of Bad
That's
Elf.
what it says.
He works for them.
I know.
But no, he does all the design work for the Bad Elf company.
Right.
But he has created Brenda. Brenda is his comic that
Yes.
he created,
And
which
so,
I think is almost up to her 5th or 6th book now.
right.
I've lost track of which book we're on because I literally, like I tell this story all the time. People ask you like, "Oh, you read it yet?" I'm like, "No," because I literally heard the first 4 books, like written out verbatim
Right.
at an IHOP about 6 years ago. Matt ran through the whole thing for me, like the whole story. So, yeah. So it's like I've read the first one. I haven't gotten to the other ones yet.
I should pick them up.
They're really good.
I do have the first issue.
Yeah, they look really good.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be a good show. Both these are going to be amazing. So, East of the River, October 27th. Manchester Comic and Toy Convention is going to be November 17th.
Yes.
Um,
Before all that, though,
yeah, we have something in September.
CliffsCon at the end of this month
Yeah.
will be happening in Plainville
Yeah.
at the Plainville VFW.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. I think it's like 7 Northwest Drive, I think, is the address.
Yeah.
And that'll be from 10 to 3. They do the early bird from 9 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's like $3, or it might be, I don't know what the price is. I'm not going to say it out loud. But I know it's $1 from 10 to 3.
Just like East of the River.
Yeah, just like East River. But yeah, so that's going on as well. And that's an awesome show. And yeah, that's a fun one to just go and buy some comics.
Right.
Get some cool collectibles.
Yeah. So the fall season of conventions has started.
Yeah,
officially.
these are all their local shows. These are the ones. If you're one of those people that promotes shopping small, this is where you shop small.
You got it, baby. You got
This is the place to do it.
You do it here.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got that out of the way. Mark, how was your week? You catch up on anything? You watch anything worth of?
It was a busy work week.
Oh.
I had a lot going on, as you can tell. Like, the phone rings for randomness. Yeah, just a crazy work week. A lot of shows going on, a lot of stuff going on. So I really didn't do much outside of that. I have dabbling into the Fallout a little bit more.
Yeah, you got to finish that game.
I know. I'm like finishing the Eddie Winter stuff.
Oh, jeez.
Tackling all those. I did meander into the Glowing Sea a little bit to get to the Natick police station.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a little bit traumatic. So I'm not sure how that's going to go. I'm excited to try it, though. So yeah, that probably will be coming up. That'd be the next thing I'm going to tackle. But, I got some big things going on this weekend, and next weekend's really loaded, too. So I don't know when I'll get around to playing. But
Next weekend's D&D.
Next weekend is. This weekend, I am going to the Massachusetts Cheese Festival
Whoa.
with the wife.
Oh.
She is a member of the Massachusetts Cheese Guild, and I'm going as her guest.
The Cheese Guild. I didn't know
Yes.
there was a guild.
She found it randomly online, and she joined instantly as soon as she found out about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because she gets to go for free because she's a member.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So she's bringing me along as a freeloader to go with her to check out this
Or-
cheese festival. We go to some farm out in Lee, Massachusetts
Nice. That's exciting.
for a couple hours, and I think it's like all the cheese and charcuterie you can have.
Oh, your favorite.
My favorite
You
charcuterie. I love me some charcuterie.
Warm meats and cheeses.
Warm meats and cheeses. That's the best. That's the best kind. Overly salted meats and cheeses. Right up my alley.
You love it.
I love it. Things you do for your relationships.
Speaking of cheese, Brian, Allison would like this at the Big E, New Hampshire. They make mac and cheese to order,
Ooh.
and they even have gluten-free options.
Just Allison. Claire would love that too,
Oh
probably.
yeah, Claire probably yeah.
I mean,
But
she
like-
makes her own,
But
so
like
she never likes anything else but her own.
there was
but
a line outside the door,
I bet.
Nice.
and they make it by the pan.
Ooh.
We're
Man.
going Friday. We're going on Friday.
Yeah, we haven't figured out what day we're going yet. We're on still trying to figure that out.
Friday's the only day we can make it, I think.
Yeah.
It can be Friday or Saturday, but I think Friday is going to be
Yeah.
the day.
Yeah, because this weekend.
Kylie's already gone twice.
I know,
Oh.
Kylie went twice already. But yeah, because we got the Cheese Festival Saturday, and then football Sunday, and then next weekend we got D&D on Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have the volunteer appreciation dinner for the Trolley Museum
Mm-hmm.
that I'm going to. And
On-
Claire's coming along as my guest for that. So that's
Is that on Sunday? The
yeah.
day after?
Yeah, the
of D&D?
29th. Yeah,
And-
but it's like at 5:30 at night. So
Well, Big E, that's the last weekend.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that's so we'll find a day somewhere in there. Maybe I don't know. We'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out.
We already got the tickets ready too. That's the other thing, because we buy them. She gets them off the
Yeah.
Big Y deal.
I already bought our
So
tickets. too.
yeah.
Well,
So
you can
same
buy them
thing.
from Big E cheaper because
Yeah,
they
like
go
that
up in
$10
price.
thing they do.
Yeah.
She gets them that day. She buys tickets.
Yeah, I already bought the tickets.
So yeah, just one of those things. Just finding a day.
Mm.
I don't know about you, but I feel like as I've gotten older, the least motivated I am to go to the Big E. It seems like it was a younger person thing. Younger me was more excited about going to the Big E.
We go.
It seems like a lot of
going.
walking to see the same things I saw last year.
Yeah,
And
I
just
don't
eat
know.
random food that I really don't need to eat.
Yeah, we like going, just checking out the houses and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Going
it's fun.
into a new revamped Connecticut building.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the
yeah.
Connecticut
I bet
building,
you
There, Brian, nothing.
but it's not that
They
great.
took down the like the middle section, and that's it.
Oh.
And repainted.
Oh, the Connecticut building was always
Way to
the
ruin it
lamest
for us,
building.
Brian or Josh.
Josh,
Hey, I walked in and I was expecting something exciting, like, oh, we have stuff from like the aerospace and Pratt Whitney, and I'm like, no offense, but Dad worked there, and
Well,
I've
just
seen all
because
the
our
crap.
dad worked doesn't mean other people wouldn't enjoy
No,
that.
but it literally just cut
better
out
than
the
the
middle
glass
of it.
hut. The glasses hut.
I mean, they can't have Lego there anymore, so
No, they don't.
because they're gone.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're not gonna have them there.
I know.
What else are they gonna
A
promote?
lot
Can
of
I-
places,
Firearms?
and a lot of places are still cash
Stanley
only.
Tools. I mean, how much
Worcester
else can
Street Pizza.
Worcester Street Pizza for
Yeah,
the 90
Worcester
billionth
Still
time?
there? Is still-
Worcester Street's still there.
Yeah.
But like the
Is
annoying
it even
thing
open? Does it even have a store anymore?
Yeah.
yeah,
in
he still
Manchester?
has
one.
one.
He's
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is still cash only, which
Well,
is annoying.
All right. Well, let's save your grievances.
Save
for
your
after the
grievances
show.
for Grind Your Gears,
Festivus
which is
is
a
too far
podcast
away.
you start on your own. It's a podcast you can do in your
You know, grind
bedroom.
my gears.
Grinds my gears.
Go
Like,
to the Big E.
cash only at
Cash
the Connecticut
only.
building. I go to Massachusetts building. I can use my credit card there. Can't use it at the Connecticut building. Why not?
I heard in the
understand.
Rhode Island building, you can use anyone's credit card. They don't even care.
They don't even care. It's Rhode Island.
It's
I
like-
got nothing there anyway.
It's like,
Get some weird crab cakes or whatever.
all right, let's move on.
But it's just annoying.
Oh,
all right.
God.
Okay, let's move
Especially
on.
since the ATMs are $5 a piece.
All right, wish I
All
could
right.
turn his mic off.
All right, let's move on.
Maybe I shouldn't have fixed his monitor.
All right. Anything else? Because I got some stuff. We got.
I don't really want to talk about anything else now.
Why you want to talk?
You just go ahead and whatever
right.
you got.
How
How was your week, Brian?
busy?
It's that time of year, man.
Busy. We finished the telemarketers doc.
Mm.
Gotta watch it. It's on Max.
Yeah, I'll get around to it.
The-
Claire's not into it.
watch it by yourself. You don't
I
watch
know.
it
I have to check first before I start watching things. You know how it is. You're married.
You watch Suits by yourself.
I know. I checked with her first, see if she wanted to join me, and she didn't want to, so I watched it on my own. I'm not going to just start watching things without checking first.
She might like it, but it was...
If it's not involve someone getting murdered, she doesn't care.
There is nobody being murdered.
Then she won't watch it.
Okay. Anyway, we both enjoyed it. Telemarketers on Max, watch it. The ending is kind of sad, but at the same time, they got to make a documentary and put it on Max, so it does.
Well, I mean, that's worth it.
That's worth it. At least people can know what's going on.
Yeah.
Also,
did you watch Chimp Crazy yet?
That's next on our list. We did start. On Saturday we started the Wise Guy, David Chase, and Sopranos documentary. We watched part 1. Oh my God, so good. The whole time I was just like, man, I just wanted to rewatch Sopranos. But David Chase is a very interesting guy.
Yeah.
We watched the first part. First part's like an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
We're going to watch the second part probably this week. I was just like, it was 11 o'clock when we finished the first part. And I'm like, I got to be up at 5.
Yeah.
I'm going down to Mansfield for 6. I'm like, I can't do it. I
Yeah,
would have.
Yeah.
I was really into it. But those are the only 2 telemarketers. Definitely watch. It's on Max. I recommend it to anybody. And Wise Guy if you're a Sopranos fan. Or a television fan in general.
You know, I did watch it. Reminded me of something I did watch that I want to talk about. Kill Tony is a podcast. I think it's a podcast.
It's a comedy podcast.
They did a special at Madison Square Garden.
Yes.
Over the weekend.
Well, it was last weekend.
Yeah. Well, they streamed it on
YouTube. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
So I ended up watching that. I've seen the clips online beforehand.
Oh yeah,
and they pop on Facebook all the time.
I see him on Reddit on the comedy thing. I see the Kill Tony clips, especially different guests.
And some of it's funny.
Some of it's
kind of like I don't like whatever.
Well, the whole point is they bring in comedians and then they judge them.
Yes.
And they have a panel.
Yeah.
And they, depending on who they are, they're really funny. And I did see the Madison Square Garden. I did watch part of that, but I felt like I was really tired. It was late at night, but I watched part of it, and it was like, man, they did a great job putting the special together.
They did. I don't know. I watched it, and then I was like, it was funny, but then I was like, was it funny because it was actually funny, or was it funny because they were like, I was confused about it. But like after I watched it.
They just have many little sets.
Like the next day, I'm saying. Like the concept of it.
That's just...
Is it that the comedians are funny, or is it because it's funny that they're picking on the people afterwards?
Well, they don't really always... They question them, and it's a funny banter. And if the comedian's really good, they tell them they're really good. Yeah. And if they bomb, they will tell them you bombed. Yeah. But they know what they're getting into. It's not like, oh no, you're gonna make fun of me.
I understand that. But I'm just saying, I don't know.
I mean, it's a good showcase for comedians.
It seemed like the more I was watching, I was like, wow, this is like, I don't know. Correct me if I'm off base on this, but I felt like it was a very right-sided comedy. I was like, oh, I didn't realize this until just now.
I didn't get that impression, but I didn't watch the whole thing. Yeah, but I don't.
Well, no, like in general, like the stuff I've seen online and stuff too. Sometimes.
Why are you talking about who they've had on the panel? Like Joe Rogan's on the panel.
Yeah.
The only time I felt
not just Joe Rogan, but like the way they like do the Joe Biden character and the Donald Trump character. Yeah. And like the crowd reaction to the Donald Trump character, I was like, oh, this is like.
But they're making fun of
dumbing the audience is like dumb enough to think like this is cool that this character that
SNL
Shane Willis is playing.
SNL does the same thing.
No, I know, but it's like I feel like the audience is not taking it in that manner.
You don't have to take it seriously. It's a funny, like when they did the.
No, I understand the funny part of it. I was saying watching the audience's reaction.
I guess I don't know what you're getting at.
The way, like, the Madison Square Garden audience that they had was very, and I'm going to be generalizing, and I apologize if it comes across in a weird light, very white, male, middle-aged, or younger.
Yes, that's the audience.
And very, I don't want to say uneducated looking sometimes, or jerky boy feeling.
Are you saying broy?
Yes, that's probably the nice way of saying it. Yes, yeah, very broy.
Yes.
And it felt like when Shane Willis was doing the Trump character, when he's basically talking about how, like, he's basically making the joke about how dumb this guy is.
Yeah.
In the jokes, but it feels like the crowd is taking it like, yeah, that's right. That's how it is.
Wait, Trump is dumb?
No, like, yeah, get him, Trump. Way to.
They're not making
on it. I think they're
the
in
fans aren't making
it didn't
fun
seem
of
like
it.
it though.
They're cheering him on.
You know, I think this is what I'll say. I'll say this. It's all how you see it, Mark, because I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying I actually didn't see that part, so I cannot tell you what I thought.
Yeah.
But if you saw it that way, all I can tell you is sometimes I've seen clips, and yes, Joe Rogan has been on there, and
Joe Rogan.
He's definitely someone who is definitely leaned towards the right.
Yes.
In the last couple of years.
Yes.
But also, the one time I felt was way off base, I did when they had Tucker Carlson on the panel.
Yes.
And I was just like, and comedians got up there.
Yeah.
And they went after him, which was really fun to see.
Yeah.
One comedian went up there, was just like, "You're the reason, I fight with my grandparents."
Yeah.
Like, and they were like, and he took it.
Yeah.
And he just laughed. Yeah. But I was just like, man, you guys.
I guess they had what's his face on too, the guy from.
They had Alex Jones on. And I'm like, you guys are just making them look normal.
Yes, that's the thing.
You're normalizing these horrible,
horrible
bad
things. Yes.
Why is okay? Joe Rogan's a quote unquote a comedian.
Yeah,
that's fine.
I never thought he was funny.
That's not what I'm saying though. He's a stand-up comedian.
He goes around saying he's a comedian, but
I agree.
He's no longer a comedian anymore.
But what I'm saying
he's more
is,
podcaster.
Yes, he's a podcaster.
But what I'm saying is, he comes from a stand-up comedian background.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you. I'm not saying if he's good, bad, or the other. I'm just saying that's where he's from.
No, I agree.
Carl Tuckerson.
Tucker Carlson?
Whatever his name is someone who was on Fox News spouting misinformation.
Yes, or was.
Alex Jones.
And is now still spouting
misinformation.
So for them to be on a panel makes no sense to me.
Exactly. That was my thought process on it.
Totally agree with you on that.
And watching it, and they had like the comedians they had on were very, I want to say avant-garde type comedians.
Some of them were pretty good.
Like Ed Norton is kind of, I never really got his shtick.
Ed Norton?
Yeah.
The actor?
The bald guy. Maybe I'm saying his name. Maybe it's the wrong guy.
Ed Norton.
Who's
played the Hulk?
The comedian that the bald head and short. Norton is his name.
Oh.
Last name.
Oh, Josh, you're a producer. Norton. I know you're talking about
Jim Norton.
Jim Norton.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think he's that funny.
Yes, he was on there. Pauly Shore.
Yeah, Pauly Shore's not that funny.
Holtzman. This guy Daniel Holtzman, I think his name is. He's like a poor man's Louis Black. He just comes out and screams and like yells about everything and how everyone's dumb and an a-hole.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, this guy is the greatest comedian ever. And it's like, what? This guy's funny? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Ari Shaffir, who I don't remember him being like funny for a microsecond. He just basically just walks out and just pulls out his junk. And he's like, he's hilarious. He's the funniest guy in the world.
No. Yeah, I
was like, what's going on? Did I like miss a turn on the comedy path that I was growing up on?
You know, I mean, I think it's for a younger audience.
Yes,
that's
it's definitely
different.
a dumbed down bro audience.
Yeah, I'm not going to say
a lot of Jaeger bombs are drank during that event.
Yeah.
What's bad is there is some like good comedians on there, but they definitely like make fun of them more.
Yeah,
it's not. Because I've seen like a couple of their things on like TikTok and YouTube and stuff, and like some of the stuff is like cool, but then like there's some guys they're literally just there for them to make fun of.
Yeah, and like then like they turn. It reminds me of back in the time of the Howard Stern, like Beetlejuice and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely that
like the Odd Squad, whatever they called them back in the day.
Yeah.
Like that era. Of stuff.
Yeah.
It's like they have these comedians out who have a disability or have some kind of thing, and it's like they're funny. Like they're funny. Their comedy is funny.
Yeah.
But then like these guys on like this Tony guy.
Yeah.
To me, which I'm assuming everyone, like there might be other people that think this, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're saying that." Like it's basically profiting off these people's.
Well, I mean, they choose to be on the show.
Yes.
So
yeah, I don't know. It's just a weird. I don't know. Maybe I'm old. That could be the whole thing. I'm an old guy, and I don't have any basis in talking about it. But
I don't know.
I watched it. It was funny. It had funny parts. Andrew Dice Clay was on. He did his shtick with the poems and everything.
See, I never thought he was funny.
Yeah, I mean, maybe when I was 12.
Yeah,
but that was about it.
Yeah, his time has come.
Yeah,
gone.
I don't know. It just felt like
Bang,
it was
boom,
a very
yo.
Yeah, exactly. He had the whole shtick and the chains.
I
and
can't believe
everything.
he's still doing it.
Yeah, still doing it.
Wow.
Still coming out and doing it. And they're like, he's the funniest guy, and like they're like all these people are talking about that. I'm like, these aren't like
No, those aren't
real comedians to me.
not anymore.
Like I don't know who these people are.
Yeah,
and why they're.
but it's
like they had like Harland on, and he's funny.
Yeah.
But that's about it. And Dave Attell, he's funny.
Oh yeah, David Tell's
Yeah,
the best.
and like Shane Willis is actually funny.
Yeah.
But then they make him do the Donald Trump thing.
Well, he
and
does
it's
the
like,
Donald Trump. He's really good.
He's got
at
a real
it.
good. Yeah, he does a very good job at it. But it's just like, I don't know. It's just not for me, I guess.
Yeah. Well, everybody's got their thing.
I agree. It's one thing when it's just stick, you know, and
Yeah.
you use it. It seems like I've watched some of their stuff. It seems like they force him to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
That's my thing.
When he's not like doing it naturally, it seems like, ooh, poke the bear, make him do it. And it's like, then it's not funny.
Like as a whole, like I don't want to say almost a 2-hour show, and they have him and the guy that's Joe Biden like out there the whole time as these characters.
Because it was right after the debate.
And like, yeah,
They're
but
making
it's just
fun
like,
of them.
what the heck, man?
It was some of the stuff was pretty
But,
funny.
I mean, it has its moments.
Yeah.
But no, so I watched that and I just didn't get it. So
all right. Well,
maybe you should watch it, and then you could tell me if I'm wrong.
no, I don't. I watched what I watched, and I don't really. It
Yeah.
wasn't like I gotta watch the rest. I was just like, yeah,
It was on.
It was on.
Yeah,
I saw it
exactly.
live, but I was
Yeah.
like, I'll watch part of it. And
Yeah.
I did. And
Yeah.
I moved on.
Yeah.
That show for me only works in bits when I see a clip and someone's like,
The
oh,
small parts, exactly. That was the thing of it. Like the small parts when you see it on like the
Right.
reels or whatever.
That's what I mean. It's like
that part's
stick
funny.
stuff. It's
Yeah.
funny.
Like a whole hour of that, it's just like I don't.
Yeah.
Why would I pay all this money to go watch these guys?
I can't do that.
Like pull up random people to try to do comedy.
I know.
It's like that's what the comedy shows are for,
Right.
not a random podcast.
Yeah.
To have people then like berate them and to like I don't know,
I don't know.
just very weird.
It's a whole different. It's a young.
I mean, it's a great concept. I mean, all power to him. He's made it into like a whole thing. It's
Well,
like taking over the world basically with it.
Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden with it.
So
But I mean,
they're doing something
yeah,
right.
They're doing something right. They're gonna Madison Square Garden. You know, never mind. Not gonna.
All right, we have to move on. We have other things to talk
Not
about.
that one, but
that was the other Madison Square Garden.
yes,
We
it was
don't
the other
talk
building,
about
not
that
this
one.
building.
Okay, we got to move on. What is going on here?
Do you even know what we're talking about, Brian?
No.
The original Madison Square Garden is
No, it was 2.
the second Madison Square Garden, famously or infamously held the only American Nazi convention.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Okay.
it's a very
But you're really making a reach.
it's a joke that's very well mentioned in Rangers fandom.
Why?
and
How's
stuff
that a
like
joke?
That. It's like
What's
people are
funny
like,
about it?
I can't believe this is happening on our ice. I'm like, well, I mean, you worried
I
about
know,
that,
it's
what
a-
happened on this ice? You should see 20, 30 years ago when we had the Nazis here.
A lot longer than 20, 30
Yeah.
years.
50 years ago, the
40s,
Nazis were
but
here, so
still,
it isn't
it's-
half bad.
Why
There's a-
would you
there's
even
a-
make that joke?
There's a reason, because there was always a running joke of there's a reason why the Rangers wouldn't win the Stanley Cup since
Yes.
the 40s.
Because the building let
Because
the Nazis in.
The building is cursed because of
Yes.
what happened.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. Oh, that makes more sense.
Yes.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense as a fan of the team when you hear this team sucks. This is the worst thing I've seen happen to MSG. And you're going,
No,
no.
it's not. Read your history. Worst things have happened here.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. I gotcha. All right. Well, we got to move on. I don't even know
We
where
do.
we are.
We finished up what we've been up to.
Past
Now
the
you're getting into
weekend. We're
news.
past the weekend.
Did you watch the Emmys last night?
I did not. There was football on.
I did.
Congratulations.
You know what I did?
Just watch Shogun win everything?
Well, I'll talk about, but I was like, I don't have cable, and I don't have streaming cable. So
Yes.
I went on the 7-day free trial of YouTube TV.
There you go.
Just so I could watch this. And I
Okay.
got 5 more accounts, so I got 5 more years ahead of me to
There
do
you go.
this, you know? It was weird because I haven't watched live television other than on Peacock, which I can watch NBC
Yes.
live. I've not been able to watch any other channel live.
It wasn't streamed on the Hulu?
No, it's going to be posted today on Hulu. And I'm like, by then, I'm not going to want to watch it.
Yeah, you'll be already know everyone who won.
Yeah. So.
Claire watched the VMAs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did watch the performances. And I thought some
tried
were
watching
really
it
good.
for like a microsecond. I saw Halsey,
Yeah, she was
and
great.
I was like, I'm good. I don't need to see anything else.
She was fantastic.
Yeah.
Anyway.
There's another joke there with September 11th.
All right.
All right.
Let's
Well,
move
that's
on.
not a joke we want to talk about. But anyway.
The Emmys happened.
It did.
The big winners,
Shogun.
not just Shogun. Shogun, The Bear,
Yes.
Hacks, and Baby Reindeer.
Yeah.
All the big winners of the night.
Yeah.
And
Claire
I
watched
was-
that Baby Reindeer. She said it was frightening.
And I was like, I
Baby-
heard of
what-
Baby Reindeer
What's
when it
Baby
first came
Reindeer?
out.
I've never even
And
heard
Hacks,
That's
I
a
just
Netflix thing.
I just heard about tonight.
That's a Max show.
I know. I figured that out.
Yes.
And it's not about people hacking computers.
No, it's the least funny lady from Designing Women.
It's about stand-up comedy.
Yes.
Or
Wasn't she
something?
in Designing Women? The blonde lady?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
she was the lead.
She was the
the
Southern
sidekick.
Southern girl.
She was a sidekick, though.
But she's
on
a real good
Designing Women.
actress.
I know.
Um,
She-
I
she
think
played
that's
like
a
the
joke.
dumb
That's how they
one.
promoted it. I think the first season.
Seems like a weird thing to say. But
Well, it was like because they were ribbing on the thing. That's what the show's like about. Like out of like no.
waiting for you to say it, Mark.
I'm trying to remember like the way.
Out
way
of
they said
touch.
it.
Out of
No,
Ooh.
she's
I can
trying to make a
Google it.
comeback.
What is the show Hacks? Okay, the show Hacks. Premise: Deborah Vance, a legendary Las Vegas-based stand-up comedian,
Yes.
needs to reinvent her
Yes, I'm trying.
aging
That's the word I
act
was thinking.
to avoid
reinventing.
losing her residency at
Yes.
the casino.
Yes.
Sounds good. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm always looking for
I've
something
heard
to
it's a
watch.
very
in
good
Max.
show. I just haven't
Well,
watched
it
it.
cleaned up last
Yeah.
night. It won Best Outstanding Comedy Series.
Washed Up. That was the thing I was thinking of.
Shogun won Best Outstanding Drama Series. It
Yes.
also won Leading Actor. It
And
also won
actress.
Leading Actress.
Yes.
The Bear won Supporting Actress.
And
Yes.
also with the Shogun, it's the first 2 Japanese Americans, or
Asian Americans.
even
Asian
just
American.
Japanese people
Yes.
to win the award.
Yes.
Yes.
They said it was a series, although I didn't think it was a series because I thought it was only a one-time
No, they're talking about doing a season 2 now because
of Shogun.
yeah, season 2 and 3 because it was so
Oh.
well
There's
received.
only one book though, so they'd be going off book.
There's other stories.
It jumps in time. now.
We've discussed this, yeah.
We
Yeah,
discussed
It would be
this.
it would be a series in time.
Gotcha.
But they could create their own thing.
They could.
Leading actor.
I'd enjoy it. I thought
I
it was a
would.
great show.
The guy from Baby Reindeer won. This is lead actress. I did not agree with this.
Okay. Controversy
Jodie Foster won for True Detective, and she was up
for drama.
lead actress in a limited or anthology series or movie.
Okay.
She was up against Brie Larson, Lessons of Chemistry, Naomi Watts, Feud, Capaldi versus The Swan, Juno Temple for Fargo, who I thought should win, and Sophia Viagra
Vergara.
in
Brian,
Grisdale.
come on!
Bada bing!
Hoo-ha!
Hoo-ha.
That's what Joe Manganiello said. He said, hoo-ha,
And then they broke up.
and then
what-
we're getting divorced.
Then they're
No.
gonna divorce.
You know, John
He's too busy
Manganiello-
playing D&D.
Yeah.
Hanging around his
she
wife.
saw that D&D table getting
Yeah.
put into that room, and she's
Yeah.
like, divorce.
with the dragon
See you
head.
later.
You know what happens is he played D&D on their
Yeah.
anniversary, and that's how they got divorced.
But
Too many times.
What
Take
is-
note, other guys named John.
Wait, there was some weird thing about, was it the Bears category as comedy?
Yes, it is a comedy.
Why?
It's a dark comedy.
It's just because the categories they have.
It's a dark comedy.
They don't have they don't have separate categories. So they lump
Trust
everything
me,
together.
there's no
But the Bear is a dark comedy. It's not a drama.
It is a drama.
It's a drama.
It's a drama.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is literally a drama.
It's
it
more
does
of a
have comedic elements,
I would
but
say
it's
it's
a
more of a
drama.
comedic drama.
Yeah.
But I don't see it as comedy.
It
You're
depends
right.
upon it. Also, the producers of the show nominate it, or
Right,
how it's nominated is like genre it falls into.
Mark, it's only because of the category. That's literally the only category. They combine the category. So if they had a comedic category and a drama
They do.
category, they don't. It's a mix together. That's why it's in the comedy, drama comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have separate.
They have a drama category and a comedy category.
Okay.
Best leading actor in a
It's dramatic actor and comedic actor.
yeah.
There's two different things, but for
Yeah.
some reason, Bear is
But
in
the shows
comedy,
themselves
not
fall
drama.
into different categories.
What?
Don't they have best comedic show?
They
Then best
somehow,
drama show?
They just, for the comedy series, the Bear won.
Yeah.
But it's the show.
Because it's whatever the
Is
producers
not-
submit the show as.
The show is not a comedy.
Yeah,
It
but
is
if
a
the
drama.
if the producers of the show submit it as a comedy, then it goes into that category.
But
If
the,
it like Shogun is submitted as a drama series, then it goes into that category.
but here, this.
The people
The
that
Bear
run
is
it don't
the
pick
Bear is
what
literally
category it
listed
falls
as a
into.
comedy drama series.
Yeah. So there
Like,
you go.
I will say because
I've never really laughed out loud for the Bear, but
I
I've
have.
been side of the
I have.
edge of my seat.
we have a mutual friend who has won an Emmy, and from talking to him about his Emmy, I have since learned from researching it that you have to submit your show to be nominated
Yes.
for an Emmy. And you have to, when you do that, you have to submit what category you want it to be nominated in.
Well, then that's
so
what
if the
it
producers
is.
do it that way, then that's how it gets put in that
All right.
category.
Let's move on. We're going.
The enemies aren't like just picking like, oh, Bear, that's a comedy. Let's throw it in there.
Well, they all made jokes about it
Well,
last
I know,
night.
but that's how it is.
They all made jokes about how
Talk
it's
to
not
the
a
producers.
comedy.
They're the ones that submit it that way.
All right. Anyway, we're gonna move on.
Yeah.
Shogun won drama.
Yes.
The lead actress. The Bear
Did
won
they end up winning,
supporting actress.
20-something of the 24 things they were nominated for? Or some crazy thing like that?
They won a lot.
Yeah.
Reindeer. The
Shogun
guy from
won
Baby
18.
Reindeer won lead actor.
Yes.
The Jodie Foster one, I was telling you, I was just
Claire wasn't a fan of that season.
Neither was I.
Yeah.
I thought, honestly, Juno Temple should have won for Fargo. She was amazing. Jodie Foster was just Jodie Foster, in my
Yes.
opinion. Supporting actor in a drama series went to Billy Crudup from The Morning Show. I didn't even know The Morning Show was still happening.
Yeah, it's on Apple TV Plus.
Yeah, I have no
That's
idea.
Dr. Manhattan.
The Bear, Jeremy Allen White, won for lead actor in
Yes.
the comedy series.
Yes.
But his performance is not comedic.
The dark comedy.
It was really fun to see Matt Berry from What We Do in the Shadows nominated.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was
Yeah.
nominated.
And the show was nominated for best comedy show
Yeah, I think it's coming
This
back.
is Crim
October.
Fandango.
Last
Can you hear
season.
me?
Yeah.
last season.
Writing for a limited anthology series went to Baby Reindeer.
Mm.
Lead actress in a comedy series went to Hacks, to
Yes.
Jean Smart.
Yes.
And yeah, The Crown. Other things won. Baby Reindeer won a bunch. The Bear. Oh, Eben Moss Bacharach. He won The Bear for supporting actor in a comedy series.
Cousin.
This one I was very
Future
excited
Thing.
for. Morris.
Zach Morris?
No. Lamorne Morris.
Day in the Time?
He won for Fargo from New Girl. Remember? The black guy from New Girl? The poor guy that they never had a side story for. He just kind of hung out because the people at New Girl didn't know how to write.
It was supposed to be Wayans, but he got the other show, so they didn't have anything for this other guy.
But then they brought him back, didn't
Then they brought him back towards
Yes,
the end.
I know. Anyway, he won for Fargo, which was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then limited anthology series went to Baby Reindeer.
Okay.
Daily Show won.
Nice.
Well, we all knew the Daily Show was going to win.
Yes.
Also, most
Didn't
interesting.
that beat out John Oliver like the first time in like years?
No, John Oliver won too.
Best writing.
talk series went for The Daily Show. And then writing for a variety series was John Oliver. And John Oliver won.
Gotcha.
This is the funniest part. I'm not paying attention.
Oh, sorry.
Allison's not paying attention. Writing for a drama series. Will Smith for Negotiating with Tigers. Allison's like, what? They go through all the nominations. She's like, Will Smith? He's not going to win. They read it, Will Smith. And I'm like, this can't. And a white guy stands up. Yeah. And then he gets up there and he goes, I'm a different Will Smith.
Not that Will
I'm
Smith.
a lot nicer.
I'm not going to slap anybody.
Yeah.
I promise.
I thought was very humorous.
Yes.
But anyway, it was a great night for Shogun Hacks.
They should have played the Prodigy song as he walked up.
Yeah. The Bear.
Slap, man.
Baby Reindeer. I'll definitely check out Hacks and Baby Reindeer once we get Netflix at the end of the year. But yeah, the Emmys were good. It was good to watch them.
Yeah. The one good thing about the Emmys is it's now persuaded Claire to actually watch Shogun, even though I've been trying to get her to do it since it was out.
Allison loved it.
That's what I said.
We both loved it.
I know. I told her it's really good.
Probably one of the best shows of the year.
One of the best shows of the year.
I mean, Fargo, that
and Blue-Eyed Samurai.
I haven't watched that.
That's on Netflix. You have to watch it when you get on there.
I did love Miss Maisel. Was fantastic as well.
Marvelous Miss Maisel was good.
Yeah, it was a fantastic show.
Yes.
Anyway, that was the Emmys.
Cool.
We got to jump into WWE.
Whoa. We got some Hulu news you want to talk
This is
about.
part of the Hulu
Oh, okay.
news. This is part of the Hulu
Oh,
news.
okay.
This week, WWE had their big premiere week. We had it on USA.
Yes.
Raw's on USA. NXT's on USA.
Correct.
SmackDown's on USA.
Yes.
Now, NXT is going to CW starting October. Raw is on USA until January.
Yes, then it goes to Netflix.
SmackDown is going to continue on USA.
It is.
From my knowledge.
Correct. Except for outside of America.
Okay. Let's just worry about here.
We'll
go down the rabbit hole.
Starting in January, outside of America, everything is on Netflix.
Okay. Well, we're not. Yeah. We don't live there, so who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares?
No, I'm just saying. So.
Okay. Here is
it does affect some negotiation issues.
Like online, really upset, and this happened to me before we recorded our 700th show.
Yes.
We actually didn't talk about wrestling, and it was the very last episode on Fox.
Mm-hmm.
On Saturday morning, I'm waiting for it to pop. Usually pops around 8 or 9.
Yeah.
It hadn't popped yet, and I was like, well, I'll watch it Sunday. Because Sunday, I enjoy watching Sunday night.
Yeah.
Sunday night, I go on there.
Nothing.
Locked. And it says, you cannot watch SmackDown unless you subscribe to the live version of Hulu. And I gave them the middle finger.
Stick it up your...
I was like, maybe this is because the Fox contract is out. This was the last one on Fox. Maybe the following week we'll be back to business. Yeah. Let's wait and see.
Yeah.
So I go on the old YouTube. I watch all the highlights. I'm up to date. All good.
Yeah.
Then this week comes.
For Raw.
Raw's back on demand. Next day it pops.
Yeah.
All good. NXT, same thing, whatever. Yeah. And I, on Friday,
go to watch SmackDown.
Everyone's talking about it on the Reddit boards and a lot of the communities for wrestling. And the word on the street is they made an announcement. Hulu made an announcement. They will not be putting it up the day after on demand. You will have to subscribe to the live version because of the contract.
Oh.
Their contract. And then people are like, well, how come is it going to pop on Peacock? And they go, no, it will continue to be 1 month behind on Peacock. So, from going forward.
It's because they're moving it.
No, they just don't have a contract to do this now.
Yeah, no library at all.
No library at all.
Because that's what's happening. That's what I'm saying. The stuff outside of America is going to affect these things.
Yep.
Yeah, but this
because
is
they're literally moving everything to Netflix.
Mark, but
outside of America, there's no Peacock.
Yeah, but
there's no nothing.
I know, but we're not talking about that. We're talking.
No, I know, but that's what's affecting this contract.
No, the contract is with Hulu.
I understand that.
And Hulu still has Raw the next day.
For now.
Well, because it's moving to Netflix, and Netflix will have it.
But I'm telling you, because the new deal
Yeah, but the
With
deals,
the USA is only for America.
Yes, and I live in
But
America.
Hulu is worldwide.
No, Hulu is only in America. Hulu is not anywhere else.
It's Disney Plus. That's why Disney
Yes.
Plus has it.
Oh, that's right.
Hulu is American company
Star
only.
outside of.
Yeah.
Outside is Disney.
It's
Disney
Disney Plus
Plus
and
has
Star, they call
literally
it. Yeah, that's their
no. Disney Plus
world.
is their Hulu. Everything's on Disney Plus. Here we have Hulu and Disney Plus.
Yeah.
But they don't have a contract now to put it on demand like Raw. Raw still has that.
Because it's still under the contract that they were on beforehand. They extended it to the end of the
They
year.
extended it, but with this, they do not. So now I have to, I'm just watching the highlights on their WWE YouTube channel. I can watch the highlights of each match. Also, they did put the cage match on, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's just where it's going to have to be.
Yeah.
Because I'm just not going to pay $80 for one show.
No. That makes no sense.
Yeah, because even I just tried out the YouTube streaming, just so
YouTube
I watched
TV.
for the 7 days, and that's $70 a month.
That's crazy.
I'm like, I'm not paying $70.
I mean, Fubu's not much better. It's like over $100.
Oh my, yeah, it's like I got a good deal right now. I'm not going over it.
Yeah.
So anyway, it stinks. A lot of people are upset. They're like, why now? And a lot of people are like, I've been watching SmackDown the next day on Hulu for like years. Like, why? So
Because they moved networks.
but the thing is, they're on USA, which Raw still puts it up.
Different contract.
Well, needless to say,
Yeah, it's different contracts.
I know
and-
it's a different.
But
Obviously,
that's what I mean. Is
technically,
that's what's going to kill
USA
it.
shows are on Peacock.
Yeah.
yes.
The Raw contract was a holdover
From
But
before.
Peacock-
from before
Peacock
came
is
out.
they have like the library, and they only update every 30 days.
I know what I'm saying. So
Which
I'm
is
saying it's just
ridiculous.
that's how it's going to be.
Um,
Because they want you to get the Netflix and they want you to get the other things. They
well,
want
I'm
you
not
going to
get Netflix until January.
I'm just saying, but that's what they want you to do.
Yeah, but SmackDown's not going to change for SmackDown. SmackDown's still going to be on.
No, but they want you to pay for it now. They don't want you to get it for free.
I'm still paying for it. I'm still paying for it no matter what. I'm still giving Hulu money.
I know, but they want you to. Because they're really, I guarantee you, within whatever amount of time, they're just not going to carry it at all. 'Cause it's
Once the
'cause-
No, they'll-
'cause
if
the
they
Peacock
USA
contract's
'cause
over
it's
with,
not on,
everything will be on Netflix.
yeah, because it's not, because it's like the USA, the new contract for it is on USA for SmackDown.
Yes.
So
Things could
in
change
Hulu's
next year.
eyes, that's an NBC thing. So that's why they're making it. You have to pay for the live, because they're thinking, well, we're not going to give you NBC shows for free because that's what Peacock does.
Well, nothing is technically for free, but I
But
get
no, what I'm
I
saying,
get what
yeah,
you're saying.
yeah.
I get what you're saying. Things can change.
Yeah,
Maybe they get some blowback, and maybe they're willing to make a contract to make it happen. I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe in January something happens because people are going to be like, "Hey, I got Netflix to watch Raw. I still want to watch SmackDown, and I don't want to have to pay for that."
or just go to YouTube and watch it.
That's what I'm doing.
And
It is what it is.
you're not missing
Eventually-
anything 'cause it wasn't that great of a show, so.
Well-
It will all be on Netflix because that will be the next contract change.
after this contract ends for SmackDown, I'm 99% sure everything's going to Netflix.
It depends. If it does very well,
And
I
I'm
can see
sure
that.
like the Peacock, once that ends, they'll move everything over to Netflix.
Yeah, but Peacock is the home of it in the U.S., so I don't think that's going to go in. If they have a good contract,
only the US. But I'm saying,
yeah,
I could see that. Yeah,
it's all different in different places.
yeah.
But anyway, SmackDown was SmackDown
Whatever you
was
said was we couldn't hear you.
Sorry, I said once that contract is done, from what people have been saying, Peacock doesn't want to store everything for WWE anymore.
Yeah,
So everything will move to Netflix.
yeah.
Because
Like I said, literally they're
Peacock
only doing
wants
it
their
in
own
America.
stuff.
Everywhere else in the world is on Netflix.
Yeah.
Everyone
Peacock-
outside of America
Peacock is
I know.
only
will
for
go to
here.
Netflix
well,
for
yeah,
everything.
because
So
Peacock is an
same with
American.
Hulu. It's
Yes.
only for here.
Yeah,
Whereas everything else is
Yeah.
on the international.
But I'm only
ones.
worried about here. I don't care about.
But
the
that's
rest
what I
of
mean
the
is
yeah.
because of the way the contracts are set up, you're gonna have to be international. You can't.
In other words,
just
it's your
be-
problem, Brian.
Yeah,
You need to figure your shit out.
Unfortunately,
Whoa.
because stuff is international, it's gonna ruin it for.
Listen, I get all
You're gonna have
this.
to tough it out and watch it on YouTube
I am.
like a weirdo.
I'm just saying. I'm complaining.
Or you can do the follow-alongs with people on Twitch.
Yeah.
But I will now, if I want to get my wrestling fix, I will probably give NXT a shot because then I
It's
can watch.
NSCW.
I can watch 2 shows and then I can watch
Yeah.
the highlights of SmackDown.
Yeah.
Because I still have to be on top of these storylines for the PLEs. So when it comes to
And especially
bad
now that,
blood, baby.
No, you don't have to be.
Oh
you
no,
don't have
I'm
to
gonna be.
But you also have people on NXT now that are from the main shows.
Oh yeah, they
There's been
had
a lot
some.
more crossovers.
They had some crossovers.
Chelsea Green.
showed up.
Street
but
Profits.
Street Profits showed up, and someone was saying because Josh, we were just talking about this last week, how Valkyria, she has not been anywhere.
Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra. Yeah.
Yeah,
She came
and
back too.
Someone
yeah.
said she was on NXT.
She was.
Yeah.
Yeah. She came back.
She came back to Raw.
She was on
did,
Raw this past Monday.
She did the match
She was
with
in the triple
Natalia.
match with the
Oh, yes.
the Pure Fusion Collective.
Yeah.
Yes, Pure Fusion Collective, the worst name in WWE
It is awful.
history. So bad. They so she has made a comeback. It's so funny
Or
because
as I like to call them, primarily for chicks.
yes. All right. Anyway, Raw was great.
Who doesn't like that either?
Raw
But
was
it's
great
fine. It
this
makes me laugh.
week. I enjoyed Raw. SmackDown, from what I saw, like they're still repeating the same, but now we're getting getting Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes tag team.
Yeah. Yeah.
That should be interesting.
Yeah.
That should be good.
It's something.
It's something.
It's like
We
they're
knew
dragging their feet to get to the big story. It's like, just give us the story already.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, why are we gonna do why can't we do a 6-week build instead of a 3-week build?
Honestly,
Survivor
what I
Series.
think it's killing that
It's
is
like,
they're
we know
waiting
what's
for
happening
other
at War Games.
contracts.
We know what's gonna be Bloodline Civil War at War
Yeah,
Games.
no,
Yes,
but that's what I mean
yes.
is they're waiting
Let's
for
just
other
start it already.
contracts.
Well,
Like, why are we dragging Cody into this again?
Because
He
they
says at
have
the
to
beginning
wait
of the
till they
show,
have everyone
I'm
signed.
done with this.
yes.
And by the end of the show, they've dragged his butt back in again when they could have just had Jimmy come out.
Jimmy's nowhere.
Right.
Like,
He's
Jimmy
been
could have
nowhere.
came out and been the Cody role
Yeah.
and saved Roman,
Yeah.
and then they could have signed the contract to go up against
Yeah.
Solo and Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
And then you start the Civil War there. It's like, why are we keeping this thing with the champion going on? You could have him fight somebody else.
Like I said,
There's plenty of guys.
They're waiting on certain contracts, I bet.
No, there's plenty of guys that they could have put
Oh, I
Cody
know,
up
but
against
there's-
at Bad Blood.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could have had a bunch of different guys go after Cody for Bad Blood.
Yeah. It was
Like, you could have
interesting.
brought someone from his past back and had them go after him for Bad Blood.
Where's John Cena? He's on.
They're waiting until the beginning of the year so he can do his last
Well,
year
isn't
goodbye.
I
John
thought this
Cena's
is
still-
now.
No, John Cena isn't he still filming?
He's filming Peacemaker still.
He's still filming
Yeah, but,
Peacemaker
like,
stuff.
I was like, come on. He said he's gonna retire, and I thought he would be showing
no,
up
he's
more
gonna show
often.
up the whole year of 2025. He's going to be everywhere.
Oh, that's his.
It's going to
last
be
year.
like a flood of John Cena. You're
He's
gonna be,
been
like, sick of him
promoting
by
the
end of
two
year.
things.
I can't get.
You're
sick
gonna be
of I love
wait,
John
you're
Cena.
like counting the days until the last
Because
day.
he's
of the
I
year.
like
already
John
been
Cena.
promoting his final year
Yeah.
and Peacemaker on like talk
Yeah.
shows and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
I like John Cena.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
I know I'll be counting the days until we don't see John Cena again. Those stupid jorts.
Okay. Anyway.
Talk about we've had so many people retire that haven't officially
2024.
retired.
Oh my god. Let's just talk about what's happening. So, yes, I agree. Bad Blood's going to be interesting because Bad Blood's
Bad Blood's gonna be boring.
but we're actually going to get I think we're going to get 6 matches at Bad Blood, they're saying. Now, why do you think it's going to be boring?
Because I don't care about the Roman Cody match.
But that's like one match.
But they're gonna promote that as like the big match, and I'm not gonna care anything about it. Name one other match that's. I mean, I know you think every match is great, and you're excited for every single one of them. But like, what other matches are gonna be?
CM Punk
worse?
and
CM
Drew
Punk
McIntyre.
is
I'm hoping this is the
again,
last one.
Like how
This-
many? Like
This is the trill. It's got to end.
Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell should be good. I like Hell in the Cells.
Especially since
You like everything.
I do.
what is it? Drew hasn't won a Hell in the Cell,
No.
so
Yes.
that's going to be the thing. Oh, well, he can't.
Yeah.
You know,
But what's the outcome of that? Like,
We need to end the feud.
If CM Punk wins, you've
buried Drew.
You buried Drew. If Drew wins, you've
Buried
brought
CM
CM
Punk
Punk back for
no
what?
reason.
Now he's lost to Drew McIntyre, and he's supposedly going to go after the champion after this.
He's already lost to Drew McIntyre.
No, I'm saying, but like this is the end of the feud.
Yeah.
So if you end this feud with him losing,
Yeah.
you then send him after Gunther.
He wants
the
to go up to.
champion.
He wants to go up to. But
He wouldn't have the standing because he would not. He'd lost.
Drew McIntyre has already shown that he
So now
wants
you
the
got
title
Drew
too.
going after.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're gonna get Damian and Finn.
Basically, what you need to
Oh, we're
have
gonna get
is-
Sami Zayn and Gunther.
Yes, which
That should-
whatever.
We've already seen them fight before.
That's how
Yes.
Sami Zayn won the Intercontinental
I
Championship.
know, and it wasn't that great.
So now Gunther's going to destroy Sami Zayn, and we won't care.
No. Well, Bad Blood's going to be a stepping stone
And then
towards the
Rhea's
big
going to
one.
beat up Liv, and no one's going to care about that.
No, I will care. My heart is on
Frank's
that.
gonna
I'm
care.
ready for
Frank
that match,
cares.
baby. It's gonna be a good.
He's
one.
gonna start clasping like Care Bears.
It's going to be a good match. It's going to be good.
I'm
We're
looking-
going to make a T-shirt. We don't really ever never made any merch for this show.
It's gonna be a great match.
But I think we're having a shirt that says it's going to be a great
Great
match on it. And you're going to wear it at every wrestling show we go to.
Yeah,
This is going to be a great match.
it's gonna be a great match. I'm looking for. Now listen, Bad Blood is.
I'm looking for it.
Bad Blood's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a stepping stone. It's not like. It's not one of the big ones. I agree, but you know
This
what?
is a
That's
not
always
even
been
a
the Bad
B-level
Blood problem.
show. This
Is
is a
it's
C-level
stepping
show.
it's
stone.
This is a glorified house show.
Yeah,
That's what
but
this one
Bash
is.
and Berlin was really good.
Well, because
Yeah.
the
It's just a
problem with
lot
Bad
of.
Blood,
It feels like a repeat
Bad
of
Blood
Bash
is
and
now
Berlin, just
what
a
the Hell in a
slower,
Cell
smaller
pay-per-view
one.
used to be.
Yeah, I don't know. It just
You
seems
know?
like we're just doing matches just to like
Have a match.
do matches.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They need to fill
There's
a
like
card.
no bad blood.
Right.
Was
Real
there-
feeling of bad blood between a lot of these characters.
Terror Twins and Judgment Day, there's Bad Blood, and then with
Yeah, but it's like they
there
already
is
lost.
there is Bad Blood. So I mean,
Eh.
I don't know. I see that.
I feel like they got to do better at promoting or making these feel like these next couple weeks. They have to like step it up.
I agree with you. They will.
Raise
A
the
lot
stakes,
of it.
so to
A
speak.
lot of it feels rushed.
Yes.
I wouldn't even say rushed. I would say on SmackDown especially, I just feel like they're just repeating themselves.
On SmackDown, it feels like there's not really like.
Stakes.
It feels like the new bloodline doesn't have the clout to make them feel important.
Solo
feels
is
like a
n-
sidekick.
Yeah, he's not an imposing figure.
He does not feel like a villain like Roman did.
Right.
Like Roman and the bloodline felt like an imposing faction.
Yes.
These feel like very D-level villains.
His crew
This is like the
are more
the-
imposing.
This is
than
like
he is.
after like a big villain that's taken out by like a Batman or something like that.
Yeah.
Then like their top henchman takes over the
Yes.
gang
Oh,
afterwards.
that's what it is.
And like now that's like who you're trying to like make into the big bad in the
Right.
comic book.
Right.
And
Right.
it's just not working.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like it was a good idea. It's just this guy just isn't pulling it out.
I kind of feel this is going. Bad Blood should, in my mind, end a lot of this stuff so we can move on to new storylines. That's how I see it anyway.
It's like they do these things and it's just like I don't understand it and it makes me laugh sometimes. Like they're doing the whole thing with Roman and Cody in the ring
Yeah.
and they got poor Jacob Fatu standing there with his hands.
Yes.
Like and he's like just standing there. It's like why? Just look intimidating at Cody and Roman.
And he's looking at
You
Solo.
don't have to look at
Well, the
Solo
Solo
and praying
thing,
to him
yeah.
like he's some
What
god.
what I think they
It's
were
like this
trying
makes
to
no
do.
sense. It's like we're mad at these guys, not
Yes.
at me. These
Right,
guys,
right.
Look, like I like slowly be like, just look over there and be intimidating.
Yeah,
You're like a weirdo standing next to me, like a creeper,
I
like a
think
fanboy.
some of the side stuff has been better than the main stuff, though.
Yeah.
I like. I'm still waiting for Tiffany Stratton to do something with the belt.
It's gonna happen on a SmackDown.
I know. I'm invested with that storyline.
Even if she doesn't do it on SmackDown, I don't care because I still get 15 points. I'll
Right.
take either one.
I'm still invested with the dog. What's his name? I can't think of his name now.
Braun Breaker
Braun Breaker with it, because I think this Monday he gets to face
tonight.
off.
No, tonight's the
Is it Jey Uso who won?
triple threat.
No, they already had it on Monday.
Was that last Monday?
Yes, Jey Uso.
Jey
won.
Uso. I think it's tonight. Yeah,
And I honestly did not see Jey Uso winning.
I
was
did
like,
because the other two guys in the thing weren't already had other people
Yeah,
they're feuding with.
The only reason Jey Uso won is because other people got involved.
Yes. Yeah. Like Bronson Reed took out
Yes.
Braun.
Yep.
And then who was it? Ilya Dragunov?
Dragunov, I thought was going to win.
Was just not ready. He's not there yet.
I like Dragunov.
Yeah, I do too. But I just don't
good.
think like the story between the two of them was worth it.
I'll tell you, the up and comers, I really enjoy.
Yeah.
More than the main people sometimes.
Yeah.
But anyway, wrestling still fun, still love it, and Bad Blood's coming up soon. I'm sad that I can't watch SmackDown, but this gives me an opportunity to jump into NXT now. Also, I want to mention this before we wrap it up. What's up with the build-up of Vedi Vedi Vici?
Yeah.
He comes out, and was it Apollo Creed? Apollo Crews takes him out in 2 seconds flat.
Yes.
Then on SmackDown we have was it Randy Orton was going to tag team with the mystery guy?
No, it was Kevin Owens.
Kevin
Owens had a mystery partner.
Yeah, and because Randy Orton late. Hadn't shown up yet, so he's like, I guess I'm wrestling with this guy. And
who was someone? It was somebody's son.
Yeah, like, and then all of a sudden,
Mark, do you remember who it was?
Ricky.
Yes,
yeah,
it was Ricky.
But do you remember he was somebody's son?
He's I don't know.
Dude.
I can't remember who it was now. Was it Gorilla Monsoons or somebody's son?
I don't know. It was some random guy.
All I'm gonna say is Ricky and I call him Vidi Vidi Vici, that guy.
Vinny Vici.
I think of something we used to say. Remember, we worked. Someone was our boss, not our boss, but ran something.
Yes.
I think they look like clones of each other, except
the other guy had way more body
hair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm like, what do they do? Is there something they're building up for? Because this guy, promo after promo, week after week, he shows up, he walks out there, muchacho man. All of a sudden, he turns around to take his shirt off.
And he gets pinned.
And I'm like, okay, that's really funny, but why? What was?
Because there's something going on there.
Something's going on. Then this guy, Ricky, shows up.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like him, but body hair.
Yeah.
And he just was like, you're out of here.
He was just there he was just a skit to do something.
Yeah.
It was just for a skit.
But, like, do you think there's something else happening here?
No.
Am I reading too much into it?
No. They're just ribbing on Vinny Vici or whatever his name is.
But why would they build this guy up so much and he shows up?
Because they're just, like, trying, I don't know.
Do you think he's going to wrestle again?
They do that. They do that sometimes.
Yeah, they do that sometimes. They'll have these, like, big, huge things and they just, like, humiliate the guy.
Yeah. It was funny, though. I did laugh. I thought it was really funny. Yeah. But, like, I was like, what's going on? Are they building to something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because those promos every week, the Lamborghini, and he's all flash.
Whatever.
Yeah. I'm Vidi Vidi Vici.
Yeah, he's useless. You're the worst guy in Imperium. You're the worst guy now.
Really?
You're just turned into Imperium because the other guy got canned. So
really funny stuff. Though.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted to talk about that.
Yeah.
It was very funny.
So I looked this guy up.
Who?
Ricky.
Yeah.
Ricky?
He actually wrestled under. His name is Ricky Gibson. He's an indie wrestler from Portland.
Yes.
Oh, so maybe he got like.
He was in the West Coast Wrestling Connection.
Okay.
And he won the championship. He was even on AEW.
Yes. Everyone's been in AEW.
Yeah. And he fought Kingston and Ortiz.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's just a local guy that they booked.
Just a local talent they brought in.
Yeah.
Just to
pretty cool.
do a
I
skit.
think they used to joke about, Kevin Owens used to even have that joke of, so who's the local talent I have to beat up this week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a running gag that WWE does.
Yeah, it's funny.
Because who was it that we knew that didn't he fight Bronson or no? Braun Strowman.
Mark Sterling fought Big Show way back when they were at the XL Center.
No, but not that long ago we had that thing where Josh, remember it was like some guy from some reality show came out and he literally got pinned in 2 seconds. We never seen him again.
They do that too.
Yeah, it was like he was like from some like The Bachelor or something, and
they
he just
do that.
he just got taken down.
Just have guys come on and cameo and then they're gone.
Yeah. Anyway, fun stuff. Anything we should wrap the show up, but before we do, next week's our 700th
Next
episode.
week is our 700th episode celebration. we'll let the cat out of the bag here. We're going to be guests on the Gift of Knowing show. I think we talked about this a little bit last week.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk to Omina, who's the host, and she's going to do our soul histories.
Mm-hmm.
And she's also going to talk to us about our relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And we might even delve into talking to some folks who have passed.
Yeah. Should be interesting.
So, yeah. So it'll be very interesting.
I
and
know.
we're going to do...
it's going to be a long show, too.
Most of the show will be live on her set, and then we'll wrap it up. If you'll see, we'll be wearing the same outfits because we are.
Yeah.
Because we recorded it before we did this show.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then we'll talk about our experience on it and everything. And it's, yeah. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's something we've been thinking about doing for a while now. I feel like my chair's been slowly shrinking.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say you were definitely up higher at the beginning of this, and now it's
to the show.
My chair. I just noticed it.
For people who are
the actuator on the chair.
Who are listening, you gotta watch the
because
video.
I wasn't really fully paying attention, and then I looked up. I'm like, why does he look
here.
so low and far away?
I moved like this earlier in the show, and I hit with my arm. I hit the thing by accident, and it just slowly started going down.
Wow,
that's better.
As the show went on, and I was looking. I'm like, I feel like I'm a little tiny midget right now. Like my face was here at the beginning of the show,
yeah,
and then it was like down
Mark,
here. So
I literally looked at your shot. I went from.
No, because I moved and I hit it with my leg.
And like you were like halfway down on Bryan's shot.
Yeah, because when Bryan was saying something, I randomly went to move and I hit it with my leg and hit the actuator thing.
Yeah.
And I hit it and my chair just started going down. And I didn't want to say anything, so I just kind of let it go. But I just saw my shot. It was really noticeable.
You can
skip the whole show and just
literally watch Mark shrink.
I did it it was really quick. I just hit it and it just went I just did like that and it went like that and I didn't say anything. I just kind of let it go. You can see now I'm back down again.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah.
Okay.
So you can watch it happen.
When you go from this shot to this shot,
yeah, it doesn't.
When
you don't
Bryan's
notice it as
sitting
much.
up, you look so tiny.
Yeah, but you also don't notice it as bad.
No, but Bryan, sit up like you were before.
Yeah.
And you go from this to.
Yeah. Now it looks completely different.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyways, so that's what happened. I randomly hit the actuator and didn't say anything about it because I didn't want to say it because Bryan was really. I think it was during Emmy time. You were talking and I just randomly. It happened and I didn't say anything about it.
Okay. All right.
So yeah,
we can wrap it up, Mark.
So so as always,
next week,
700th episode celebration. Again, we mentioned it in the show we just recorded. But thank you all for watching and listening. We appreciate you more than you know. And as always, be safe, be well, be kind.
Please subscribe.
Oh my!
You said. Please like the show, subscribe to the show, and rewind.
All you have to do is say rewind. You don't have to do the whole thing. There's a little graphic.
We gotta say
There's a graphic
People
that
only
does
listen
it.
if you say it.
But also, you're supposed to do that beforehand.
You do it before we do that. You only have
you
one
don't
thing
wait
to say
until
at the
Mark
end.
does it, then go, I'm going to Mr. Jack
You've done 700 of these things, and now you're trying to change it up.
I'm changing things up.
No, I'm going to
It's
try
not
to
easy
change it.
being
I'm a
Bryan.
rebel.
I got a catchphrase, and now I want to change it.
It's not easy being me.
This match is going to be awesome. Bye, everybody.
Night, Rocky.
Night, Rocky.
Good
night,
Bobby.
Jackwagon.
Well, I felt like I should say.
Oh, yeah.